Hello everyone, myself Priyam from the Department of Bioinformatics, MMB BHU. Today I'm going to discuss a few indispensable genomic tools out of a plethora of tools available in the field. With the recent status of 5G technology in India, I believe these tools have potential to revolutionize the telemedicine sector and will also help us achieve interoperability. The tools that we will be discussing today are UCSC Zena, Breaking Cache and Civic Database. I have also prepared a short PPT for this. So let's first take a look at the PPT. Here is our PPT. First, let me talk about why I have selected these tools. This is because all of these tools are open source and web based, so you don't have to worry about them not being compatible to your system. They come with online tutorials to help beginners and are very easy to use and can be accessed with just a click of buttons. Let's start with our first tool, which is UCSC Zena. UCSC Zena is developed by University of California, Santa Cruz, and it supports virtually any functional genomic data, including SNVs, indels, etc. Zena is a visualization and analysis platform for the functional genomic data and allows us to view public databases such as Cancer Genome Atlas. It is very powerful tool in cancer data analysis as we can interpret from all these articles. It is quite recent also. The research articles mentioning UCSC Zena are appended here, and we can clearly see that they are mostly published in year 2017 and 18 and are cited by more than 300 people. The databases used by Zena are listed in this slide, and it includes TCGA, GDC, PanCan Atlas, etc. The newest data sets for TCGA are Pan Cancer Atlas only. This slide shows list of data supported by Zena, like SNPs and small indels, large structure variants, segmented copy number, DNA methylation, phenotype, etc. Here is a sitemap of UCSC Zena that we will be learning more of in the demo. In UCSC Zena, we can retrieve data, sort it, filter, create subgroups, and run KM analysis, KM survival analysis also. First, let me talk about the other two tools that I have selected, which are Breaking Cas and Civic. Breaking Cas is mainly based on CRISPR-Cas, which basically lets you edit genome. It is developed by BioInfoGP, which is a scientific service at Spanish National Biotechnology Center. BioInfoGP is a research group with bioinformatics support for the analysis, visualization, and interpretation of both genomic and proteomic related projects. They have created several other tools also. Breaking Cas is just a part of it. Here are all the research articles mentioning Breaking Cas. They are published in year 2016 and are cited by 93 people. People often compare Breaking Cas with CRISPR MIT. So I've also selected a slide for this comparison. Now the next slide shows all other data like input, output, pros, cons of Breaking Cas. We will be seeing more of it in the demo. Last tool for today is Civic. Civic is an open source community knowledge base for clinical interpretation of variations in cancer, and it was published in Nature in 2017. Their goal is to enable precision medicine in cancer. It is community knowledge base for expert crowdsourcing of clinical interpretation of variants in cancer. Here is the homepage of Civic. Now let's start with our live demo. In the Google search bar, type UCSC Zena, and from the result page, click on the first link. You'll be greeted with this home page of Zena. Here is the tutorial that you can use to learn more about Zena. I have used this tutorial only to learn about Zena. To launch Zena, you have to click on this Launch Zena tab. This is a welcome banner and it has some live examples, but we are not interested in these. I've already prepared the things that we are going to be doing for the demo today. In this live demo, we are going to be examining EGFR aberrations in lung adenocarcinomas using TCGA. We will be looking at mutation and copy number aberrations and how they affect gene expression. EGFR aberrations are mutations or amplifications and are present in 10 to 35% of lung adenocarcinoma patients. Their inhibitors are currently being used in the clinic and they are more common in women. We will be seeing all of these features in our demo today. For this, we have to select our genes of study, which is GDC TCGA lung adenocarcinoma. Then I have to click on this done. Since we are interested in genomic data sets, I'll let it select genomic only. Then I'll add the EGFR. Since we are interested in EGFR aberrations, then I'll check all these check boxes and select done. Here is what we will be greeted with. This is the visual spreadsheet. Here are all the samples. The B column shows gene expression, C shows copy number variation, and D shows somatic mutation. The samples are on the y-axis and column of data are on x-axis. We can see that the samples have high expression of EGFR are in red in column B, and the amplifications are shown in red color in column C. All these are amplifications, and the mutations are shown in blue color. Upon zooming our data, we can see that there are several samples which are showing null or zero data. So we can remove them using this filter tab and selecting remove sample with nulls. There were 877 matching samples and now there are only 508. All the null samples are cancelled now. This will make our study easier and cleaner. Now we are going to investigate whether those samples with aberrations have a worse survival prognosis using KM survival analysis. We have already found out that the samples that have aberration in EGFR have higher expression. Now our goal is to create two subgroups, those samples with aberration in EGFR and those without aberration in EGFR. We will do so by typing this command here. Then I'll select the new column subgroup and a new subgroup is added here in the B column. Then I'll click on display and I'll rename it as EGFR aberration. Non-EGFR aberration. Then I'll click on done. Here 0.5 is just an arbitrary cutoff. Now for KM survival analysis, I'll just click from the tab here and just click on this Kaplan-Meier plot and it will take us to the Kaplan-Meier plot. Here the x-axis represent days. I'll just write a custom date. Let's do 10 years. Let's type 3650. Here what we can interpret from the data is there is no survival difference between samples with EGFR aberration and those without it. We can see here. Now let's move on to the next step. Till now, we have found that the samples that have aberration in EGFR, either mutation or amplification, have higher expression. And we have also created two subgroups, those with aberration and those without aberration in EGFR. We have also ran a Kaplan-Meier survival analysis and found that there was no survival difference between these two groups. Now, from these two subgroups, we will see if difference in expression is statistically significant or not. For this, we have to click on this graph icon here, and then we have to click on compare subgroups, then show data from, let's see, column C and subgroup samples by, okay. We'll be greeted with this box plot. We can see that the samples with EGFR aberration have statistically higher expression. See, there are like 22, they are more than 22 and they are like 20 only. So they have more expression that we have concluded from this graph. Now let's do something else. As for the next step, let's now investigate how EGFR aberration compare between men and women. To do so, we have to add another column between B and C. I'll just click here and then I'll select phenotypic. Then we're interested in gender only. So I'll just write gender here. I'll select gender demographic. Then I'll click on done. Then from this menu, right here, I'll click on chart and statistics. And then I'll compare subgroups. Let's select column C, gender demographic. So what we can interpret from this data is females have higher aberrations. You can see the blue is for female and females are showing higher aberrations that we have already discussed from the introduction of the video. I told you that all these are happening and I'll be showing all of the data in the demo. That's what I was talking about. Females have 51.5% of aberrations and male have only 48.5% aberrations. Now let's do something else. Let's see how we can view tumor and normal samples side by side and we can compare gene expression. To do so, what we are going, we will compare MYC gene expression between TCGA and GTEX normal colon samples and TCGA colon adenocarcinoma tumor samples. To do so, we have to visit GCGA target GTEX. This is what shows tumor versus normal gene. This is what we use to show tumor versus normal gene. We have to select done. Then here we have to type MYC. Then I have to click on gene expression. And then I have to select done. Here, let's choose phenotypic. And click on done. Let's type colon here. Let's type colon in the sample search bar. Still colon. Now, our goal is to see if the difference in gene expression occurs between normal sample having lower MYC expression. To do so, let's run the chart and the statistics. Click on column menu for B. And then go to chart and statistics. Let's go to compare subgroup, show data from. Then we can select column B and then let's do sample type. Then we can click on done. Here we can see all the different type of tumors which are shown in different colors. The largest gene expression is for this red one, which is solid normal tissue. So normal tissues are showing more gene expression. We can conclude that from here. Also, you can download all of your data as PDF from this PDF tab. This is all I had to show you. We can learn more using the tutorials, but I have only prepared this much. Let's do the breaking cast now. In breaking cast, we just have to click here and the breaking cast home screen will appear. From the home page, you have to click on any of the unstable genomes. Let's do the vertebrate one. Let's do fill with example since we are doing the demo only, and then click on submit. This will take some time. While it is loading, let's do Civic. So Civic is an open source, community-driven web resource for clinical interpretation of variants in cancer. It is very useful, and it was published in Nature also in 2017. It is its main goal is precision medicine revolution, and here you can browse all the different types of cancer and the genes responsible for it, its variant groups, and evidences, everything you can see here. Let's do genes. Let me select breast cancer. There is all the data for breast cancer that we can see here. This is what Civic does. You can select any of the variant here just to learn more about it. And it will take you to another page where you can learn more about the particular gene. Maybe our BioCAS4 results will be out till now. Yeah, the results are out, so we can see you online. Here is the result for breaking Cas. It has mentioned all the information that we have put, the database, the genome used. The example genome used was Canorhabditis elegans. The PAM is this, PAM position is this, oligosite. It has every information that we need in the world. Here is all the data. Here are all the on targets, off targets, starts, end, strand, positive, negative. It is mentioning everything. You can also download the report and keep it with you. That is all that I have prepared. Thank you so much.